All righty. Happy Monday. I am so excited to be here with you girls tonight. Right now we have Gladys. I know Stacy might jump on my co-host. It's a crazy time. December is always like really, a time that everyone's busy with the holidays and all that. So I am going to just be very respectful of everyone's time. I am recording the call so that I can send it to those that can't attend live. I also know that this is like bedtime for the kids. I know my little one is about to go to sleep. So I totally understand it. So I'm going to get right to the point. I do have a presentation, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I just want to go ahead and share a little bit about what we do. And if you have any questions, you could drop it in the chat or unmute when we're done. All right, so let's go right into it. This is just a picture of our most recent retreat because I want to give you a look at how many women have said yes to the business. And this is just a slight picture of some that could afford to travel to Orlando when we went last year in the middle of a pandemic, right? Not everyone can travel. Not everyone could take the time off. Not everyone, in the pandemic was able to travel. So, but I do want to show you a little bit about how amazing women that, were scared to take action still took the scary action and said yes to growing their own business or starting their own business. I know for me, I was super scared of doing that. But I felt so amazing when I got results from my wellness journey that I knew I had to pay it forward. And I'm going to get into that, but I do want to share a picture. As you can see over here, we even have Autumn Calabrese that attended our retreat. She's one of our super trainers. And we had other leaders actually from other states come down to give us, their story and share, and pour into us. So it's a magical time. We host these retreats every year. This obviously was a PJ party that we had that night. And these retreats are like magical to not only our businesses, but to our lives, because we grow as an individual, we learn from one another, and it really just sets our soul on fire to see that we are not alone in this world. We all carry weight from things in the past, but the goal is to rise and link arms and move forward together. So I give you a warm welcome, and I'm going to go right into, if you want to introduce yourself in the chat, feel free. And if you have any questions, like I said, we always will answer them at the end, or you could even send a private message to our DMs or anything like that, and we can just chat. So I'm going to go right into my story. And I posted a couple pictures here of my transformation, and some of you know my story, but some of you don't. And I'm going to just share briefly how I got into this whole thing. So I was always a dancer as a little girl. I got a scholarship to in a ballet school because my parents were getting divorced and they wanted me to kind of just be distracted. And so they put me in a ballet school, and little did I know I had some skill, and I got a scholarship. And I was doing ballet until I was about 14 years old. And at 14, I kind of started dabbling into cheerleading. The cheerleading went into Miami Dolphins cheerleader. From that, I graduated ballet, became a ballet teacher. And then once I got married, I kind of dropped it because I wanted to be, the wife and working, and I, moved to another city. It just became a little bit harder. I noticed that throughout my entire time that I was dancing, I had a bad relationship with food. And I did do a lot of yo-yo dieting, a lot of crash diets, starving, pills, injections, all the things, acupuncture. And it wasn't until I got married that I really was just kind of done with the yo-yo dieting, and I hit the highest number on the scale. And I really just started doing desperate things. And I started taking phentermine, and that just got me really like angry. I remember seeing mood swings in myself. I almost became like a monster. When I had my kids, my body was all over the place. I had gains, I had lost, gains, lost. I did, like I said, desperate things to get pregnant, to lose weight. And once, my boys were little, and I was on social media watching, just one day, just seeing a lot of women, I would say more than a handful, just take action and take ownership of their, wellness journey. Just one day, I was just like, I'm done. I'm done with feeling, miserable, so sluggish, no desire to live in the sense of I was just so unhappy. I had become this mom that I did not want to be. I had become the wife that I did not want to be. I felt like if I was not my husband's partner, I didn't know what I wanted to wear. Nothing fit. I didn't want to do anything socially because I was just so unhappy with the way that I looked and the way that I felt. And there was this one woman on Facebook back in the time, like when I joined, she just kept showing up on my social media, and she kept talking about how she was this attorney, a partner in a, in a law firm, who had this autistic son, and felt that she couldn't be there for her son, and also too was just really unhappy with her health, and decided to take action and started drinking smart supplements, started working out 30 minutes a day, and all of a sudden saw her life just thrive. She started paying it forward. Her sister was like, look, you could do this as a side hustle. I know you're an attorney. Obviously, you have no time, but working it in pockets of time. This girl just started to share her journey on social media. And what do you know? She started eventually making more income and more income, to the point where she started making more income than what she was currently making as a lawyer, as a partner in a law firm. About like 5 years in, she retired, resigned, said, I no longer want to be an attorney. I am quitting the firm, and I am becoming a full-time Beachbody coach. There I joined, seeing that this girl was completely thriving in her marriage, as a mom, in business, and I'm like, I want it all. And I just sent her a message one day, and I said, you got me. And we met, and I told her, tell me what you're doing, because I want to do it. And she suggested that I just follow this simple meal plan with this program called the 21-Day Fix, it's just a simple 30-minute workout. And of course, simple, but doesn't mean that it wasn't hard for me. Absolutely it was, but I was determined to change my life, and I did it. And after 21 days, you could see my transformation. I was on top of the world, and I wanted every woman in the world to have what I had, which was a feeling of accomplishment and a feeling of confidence. And I knew that I was called at that moment to pay it forward to women. I didn't even have to get paid. I just knew that I wanted to do it. But she said, Susie, I see that you're a stay-at-home mom, and you could be helping your husband, and you could be contributing to your household. Long story short, 6 years later, here I am, 70 months hitting my business goals. So when people tell me, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, I was that girl. I was scared, I didn't know what to do. And 70 months later, I'm still hitting my business goals by simply sharing my journey on social media and just asking women, do you want to do this with me? It'll take me, like that took me into meeting amazing women like my success partner, Stacy, who is not here tonight, but she is someone just like me who basically was, overweight because her dad committed suicide. And she felt she lost herself and didn't know where to start. She too saw someone on social media. She joined with the 21-Day Fix, and look at these amazing results. And Stacy, just like me, has been in this business for 6 years, paying it forward. Actually, Beachbody gave her the courage to start her own business as a hairdresser. And now she owns her own hair salon. And at night, works this business as a Beachbody coach in pockets of time. She is also a wife and a mommy to two beautiful kids. And she has this as an additional stream of income. Like me, I'm a substitute teacher. And I also, have that as an income. I have Beachbody as an income. And so why not, right? If we can impact the world and contribute to our households with, the things that light up our fire, why not? And so Stacy usually shares a day in the life, which is what I just shared. She's a hairdresser, basically, earning an addition, she earns a stream of income. I can't say during the day because Stacy actually works her hair salon at night. She does Beachbody during the day. And sometimes, she does it in pockets of time because even her weekends are like really heavily at the salon. But she just basically shares how she just invites women just like me. I go on social media, I share my journey, and I just basically, whoever connects with me, whoever I want to connect with, like Gladys herself that I just connected with. And, I invite and I say, hey, I have a boot camp, that basically, or a wellness, group, a success group, a challenge group, that this is what we do. We create habits that serve us. We follow a meal plan. We get the tools with Beachbody to work out, and we just empower one another. And I choose to call myself a wellness coach because I equip other women to have the tools and the resources that help me feel amazing and thrive in life. What I love the most is that my kids get to see me do it. And I don't sell, I share my story. I basically literally just on social media say, this is what I'm doing. This is the program. This is what's working for me. This is how I cook, or this is the meal plan. But I also share what brings me joy. And it's my family, it's my friends, it's my faith. And that is how I attract the women that are meant to do life with me. I simply share what lights my heart, my soul, what gives me that fire in the pit of my stomach. That's what I share in my social media. And believe it or not, that is what has inspired other women to join me. So this is about sharing. This is not about selling. A lot of people tell me, Susie, I'm so scared to be a salesperson. I tell them, we're not called to be salesy. We're called to share and inspire change in others. And so, when you join our team, we basically just share with you the little bit of the training that takes in, just so that you get to know your website, the back office. We get to share with you that every week we have a national wake-up call. Our CEO many times jumps on and motivates us. We get our super trainers to, join in. We get new products every single, quarter. And so those weekly calls are just there to basically say, hey, this is, what we could be talking about. This is what we offer. So there's never a lack of resources and you're never alone. There's people globally in this network. And so you could reach out to anyone and they're willing to help you. We call each other business partners. I like to call them my sister coaches. So how does this work? A lot of people tell me, well, what is the cost or what is the compensation? So we know that owning a business, you probably have to put in a lot of money. I'm sure like Gladys that's on the call with me, I'm sure she could vouch and say that she's had to, invest in her business. She has an agency. And so what I love about Beachbody is that literally all it takes is your starter kit to start this business, which is really roughly about $160. You get your entire yearly fitness library for $99. And when you attach it to a smart supplement, you get it for an additional $60. And with that, you start your business. And the only overhead that you have is $15 a month, which covers customer service, which corporate takes care of, and it covers your website. So they do all the shipping, all the customer service, all the handling. We don't do that. Those $15 cover your website and all of that, which I absolutely love. In turn, you can make $50, $100, $200, $500, $1,000. You can make up to 7 figures in this business. The sky's the limit. I will disclose the disclaimer that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. It has to do with your due diligence, but you make as much as you want based on how much time you could devote to this business. Other than that, what we do is I always come clean that you do have to obviously use our products, because that is what gets us the results. That is what gets us the successful, thriving life that I have learned to experience. And so basically whatever it is that you use, you pay for them. But the beauty is that immediately when you start helping people, you cover those costs. So I want to share a little bit about how it is that you could make money, but I also want to dive into common misconceptions. So first, I want to share, how do you make money? There's 4 ways that you can make money with Beachbody. Number 1 is retail. You make 25% off any starter kit that you sell, or you make 50% off every subscription. So to just give you an example, if I were to right now sell Gladys her starter kit and she buys the total solution pack, you make $50 off the bat. So just think that if you help 3 people a week, you make $150. Okay, just to throw simple numbers at you, because we can get way more into this, but I want to be, like I said, respectful of the time. So if you want to set a goal to make $300 a week, then you just have to go out and help 6 people, right? Because you make $50 for every total solution pack that you sell. And again, this is just talking retail. The second way that you can make money is through team cycle bonus, which is really what that is residual income. So the more people that you recruit into your team, we call them obviously coaches, and they start working, then the more residual income you make. And so you make a percent, not a percentage, you make a standard set based on what they produce. And again, that's another whole call, but just know that if you build a team, then you also get a weekly check based on their production. And that is called Team Cycle Bonus, which I also call it volume. That is your volume. The third way that you make money is through matching bonus. So Beachbody gives you 10% of whatever your team makes. And the fourth way that you make it is through quarterly bonuses. So just to give you an example of the quarterly bonuses, which to me is, where the dream comes in, is when you reach a certain rank, every quarter, Beachbody gives you a bonus, and they start from $700 all the way up. We've heard up to $80,000. It just depends on your team. I've seen numbers from sister coaches, and I've seen that they're very real. I can't tell you the sky's the limit. So we'll leave it at that, because again, this all depends on the team that you build. So those are the 4 ways that you make income. Common misconceptions. Do you have to be super fit or perfect? Absolutely not. I started my business, overweight, and I had, yes, gotten results, but I was still not at my goal weight. I was not healthy and fit. I was just getting healthier, and I was already hitting my business goals. You don't have to be an extrovert. I am sometimes very much an introvert, and I just simply share what's on my heart on social media. You don't need to be a nutritionist. You don't need to be a trainer. You don't have to have any type of inventory or high pressure sales. You don't basically need to have any high costs in this. Like I said, I gave you the overfee. You don't have to reach these high monthly quotas. If you do want to make income, I will say that there is a reward system that Beachbody offers. It's called Success Club. And it basically tells you just to, help 3 to 5 people a month. I always say, go for the 5, not the 3. That is how you're going to see your income. And then this is not about getting rich quick. And this is not a pyramid scheme. You could actually Google Beachbody compensation plan, and you're going to see that it is a perfect legal plan. As a matter of fact, just this year, we went public, and we went into the New York Stock Exchange. So that's how you know that this is nothing that's illegal. And there is no limit of success. Guys, this is for change. This is for growth. This is for people who want to save money and who want to just become, the person that they were meant to be. So how do you get started? You basically buy your total solution pack. If you already have that, you just, I'll give you, I was going to say, you just come out on social media, and I will give you a checklist, that looks like this. It's just a couple of bullet points, basically, that tells you these are the things that you should be doing. Number 1 is to, save my cell phone on your cell phone, join this Facebook group that I have, and yada, yada, yada. And then we just give you 5 small requirements that you do on your first month. You repeat it on your second month and on your third month, and you're well on your way to building your business. And after that, I'm going to go right into how it's changed my life. I will tell you that number 1, I got my confidence back. Number 2, my self-esteem went through the roof. Number 3, I obviously started making income, and I was contributing to my home. Number 4, I felt on top of the world. I felt like if I was thriving as a mom, and I just felt like if my life just elevated to another level, which I didn't know I needed, but when I had it, I was like, wow. Number 5, the friendships and sisterhood that Beachbody has gifted with me is priceless. 6, I've earned trips, so I've traveled. 7, I've met amazing motivational speakers that have poured into me and that have elevated my mindset. 8, I have learned amazing skill set and habits like morning routines and personal development and how to work with my mindset, how to better my mindset. 9, I will tell you that my mental health has completely just, given me my life back. I do suffer from anxiety, and I'm a recovering binge eater, and I have gotten that under control. And number 10, it has brought so much fun into my life. I had lost that. I had lost it in my marriage. I had felt like if I had become very monotonous, and now I just feel like if, I have gifted my life with, in all the areas of my life, I've gifted it with something that, I felt that I was missing. And so it's been such a blessing. I know that Stacy can vouch for the same. I've traveled with all these women. It's being a part, like I put in this, slide, it's being a part of something much bigger, and it's brought me unlimited blessings. So I invite you to take the challenge. It's an amazing business because you get to focus on yourself. You get to prioritize your wellness journey, and simply what you do is you pay it forward by just reaching other women. So this is our glimpse into coaching. Thank you for being a part of this. Like I said, if you have any questions, I'll stop the recording now, but I invite you to join us. What's coming in 2022 is going to be epic. As a matter of fact, I just got off a leadership call with my own mentor, Chrissy Delgado, who we're already planning summits, which is the highest event, biggest event of the year in July with Beachbody. We're planning a quarterly, spring retreat, a fall retreat. We're actually going to a beautiful resort in the spring as well that Beachbody, is gifting us with for us leaders. So there's a lot happening, lots of guest speakers that are coming on, collaborating with other women. We're doing mindset, courses. Like, it's going to be epic, so much fun, taking our challenge group, our success groups to another level with just a lot of nutritional, information that's going to just really help us succeed and just help us through the struggles and the challenges. So it's going to be exciting, and I cannot wait to see what 2022 brings. So that's what I have for you. Like I said, have a great evening. For those of you that are not here with us, I'll send the recording. I'll stop recording now, and then we can chit chat.